Yeah, guys, like I said, I've been collecting zines and stuff for some years now, since we were doing hype in the early days. And I got a heap of printing matter, like bits and pieces and stuff like that. And I thought no other reason than but just documenting stuff. And because I've held on to these, like I said, in photographs and graph mags. And when I say zines, zines are like little photocopy ones, like this random thing here. It's just like bits of photocopy stuff, and that's what zines were. And this is all before the internet and the graffiti culture. That was a way that people from all over the world were connecting and seeing who did what and stuff like this. Before the internet, it's before big publications. And when we came out, other countries and other verbs and stuff like that would send us copies of their zines or graph mags. You know what I mean? So I've got, and then another one comes out and stuff like that. But I've got still got a great collection of these things and a couple of other color prints. I'm going to go through some of the boxes of printed matter that I have, just tell you what I know about them, and look them up by all means and see. Some are still around, some aren't. But anyway, I just stand with this box here. I just picked this thing up. Name of it is from Spain, Madrid. You can see a lot of these things, like I said. They're just like black and white things. Caution. Okay, I remember this one. It's like, these are photocopy things. Just photocopies of graffiti and stuff like that. And I don't know what year this particular issue came out. Over there somewhere. And you end up with a PO box or a postal address in down the bottom of here. Like Spain, WCF crew, Raka. And usually these things wouldn't last a great deal of time. There's one of my characters there. Your brother. Is the whiz, lots of love for those guys. So that's a bit of stuff. And then, this one here, I mean, Australian riders would know this one. The cover's gone, unfortunately. But we've got a bit of colour through there. And the colour was a big player, obviously. Yeah, we've got Dwayne. Obviously, Puzzle, Prono the King. A few other people. I mean, come on, that's all in their reach. I mean, we've got the Sash panel there. Puzzle, Sick, of course, Missing Link. That was a shop down in Melbourne, Central Station Records, who was a big supporter of the graffiti movement and hip hop movement and the dance music movement. We got Mist, and you can get these guys on Instagram, like I said. Check them out, Mist 007. There's some great on Instagram, some great, like documentations of the graffiti culture with death. Wayne, rest in peace, brother. This is new. When I open these things up, they just get information overloads constantly about who, what, and where, and why. You got new too. You can look at him on Instagram. Incredible. Like his doors and that are amazing. New to Untain. Beautiful panels. This 89, 90, 91. Just ahead of the game and just run it tight. You know what I mean? Like in trains are immaculate. But the cover's missing on that, and correct me, and I'm sure I will. A little VHTPR, nice stain and train paint. What we got here? So that's, what was the name of that mag? It was a Melbourne mag. It was, no Jewel, brother. Hey, mate, there's something to do with it. I know I'm going to regret this after this post and think, well, what was it? And forget it. It'll come to me later, but it will. Obsession. Okay, we've got Madrid again, so another one from Spain. It was in 1997. So there was a heap of things. I mean, hype was like bounding along and stuff like that. And then we just started getting all these other different bits and pieces of graphs, mags and stuff like that. Some of the quality you can see, or some of the print wasn't the best. Colour held out, and very, very thick grade paper. Nice thick grade. So it wasn't cheap to run. I mean, this, like I said before, internet. So you got to think of these cost a couple of bucks to get these things done. We've got Montana, hardcore, rock on, all the rest that goes with it. So this is as the industry is starting to build. Like I said, it's very thick paper, good quality. So 1997. Well, one of the random zines again. It's like I say, zines. What we got here? I can't even read it. Let's put it upside down. There we go. What's it say? TCT or something like that. I guess not like Spanish or TCT. Yeah, Barcelona. Barcelona, incredible scene. So just kids at home just making these little black and white things and then sort of sending it. We'd like to get copies and sometimes we'd trade and just sort of black and white photocopies. Rock on. Okay, Chicago. This was one of the early ones. I didn't mind this one. Chicago, Australia, Germany, Holland, rock on, move. And I think that had something to do with another one. I think I reviewed it in the New Hype. They rock on everyone down here, and they're good. They even had like fights, like punch ups and stuff like that, which was cool. Like if you're a graffiti writer, you better learn to fight. And that was one of the things that said in it. And that was funny. And this is like Revs and Cost like days, you know what I mean? And this is when I Obey the Giants started coming through. You know, this is like I said, sort of mid '90s of madness. And this is like what I said, like LA or San Diego or something like that. Chicago. I got a feeling it was Chicago. I could be totally wrong, but that's where my gut sits in it. No, the memory's not like it used to be, like I said, but it's in there somewhere. Move. Hey, Sanrio. I gotta keep it there. Everyone's in it, you know what I mean? And these were the heads around those days and stuff like that. Yeah, next issue, rock on. You love the cover, have a good time. Like I said, it's like the internet, but it's not the internet. And these things are jock, you know what I mean? Like people, you got these things that are hard to get hold of, like I said. I mean, they were rare, and they were just hard to obtain. And they used to bring maybe a couple of issues out here and there and stuff like that, and you never see them again. You know, this is a nice little thing, publication, some zines. And this is where they give Hype a bit of a plug here, which is most love for that. So thank you guys. There's like a publication that came out mid-90s, I presume. But they give us a bit of a drop in it. They give Hype magazine, which is tidy. There we go, Shine. From Hype in the center issue. From Hype. There we go. So I can't even remember, but there's a bit of a story in there. So these are the things, you know what I mean? A lot of sort of punk stuff, you know, didn't think I'd read anything else. Of course I didn't. I just read the one about Hype. Natural. Alternative and underground artists and something in the magazines, and that's how we roll. So this was this is like some sort of, you know, they got sent to us. Like we used to get sent all sorts of wacky stuff, even records, which was dope. People giving us love. Like I said before, internet. Adrenaline. Now some of you guys must know this. Like if you do, you're too old and you're watching this, you should have moved on like me. Adrenaline, 1999, one of the first graffiti exhibitions that come through. Here we go, a bit of love to the Melbourne, you know what I mean? I come through this sort of thing with that sort of stuff. And this was an exhibition, and I mean, look, come on, Peril, Paris, JC from Sydney, all the Graph Kings, this is apparel. It was an exhibition that ran through, you know what I mean? We got some apparel there. We got, you know, got the guys that threw in disc, one of the, you know, Kings of Melbourne, you know what I mean? It's actually ironic that there's blank pages in there. It must be one of those collectibles. If you get a printed magazine with blank pages, you've done something right, because you shouldn't have one. So that's really cool that I've got that. Didn't know I had that. It shouldn't have the blank pages, what I'm getting to. We got here Philip Ransom, of course, King Ransom. Oh, look incredible, you know what I mean? Like these guys we looked up to. And this was an exhibition that came through. So you got to remember, when these little mags stuff, there was none. We'd only just started this stage. Now, fantasy. Now, look, most of the writers out there, you know, fantasy. Okay, CMP Spin. What's that? Issue 7. So it's this is different format and stuff like that. I'm looking at it now going, what? But this is all like, you know, these guys at Copenhagen, Denmark. And they had a good run, like CMP Spin, or B-Boys and stuff in Copenhagen. We swapping photos and trading stuff and carrying on and stuff to each other. Rock on with the stuff and the outfits and that skiing. So that was, you know, what year was that? What do you pay for it? Let's go buying, you know. These guys are still doing incredible graffiti art. Big main players in the graffiti art scene, you know what I mean? Like real heads that made real. Oh look, there we go. There's even a Hype ad in there. Thanks guys, of course. And On the Run, that was just come out too. So this is, like I said, this is what was available. There wasn't a great deal else. There was no internet. I mean, get your head around that for starters. South Africa, Dark Pages. Kid we used to write to from there. Falco 1, there he is. Falco 1 started doing a heap of stuff for graffiti and hip-hop in South Africa. So early 90s, mid-90s. A bit of this and a bit of that. There's stuff from Hype. He's put in there. And he reached out. I think I saw him at Battle of the Year 2000. You know, he popped over there. I think we were there, and he was sitting across the table. I didn't have a good chance to talk to him, but South Africa, obviously, started having a real good hip-hop sort of scene, skipping along there. So that was one of the little graffiti magazines, dark pages. So he was also doing stuff in intellect and like public, political, IGT and stuff, which was cool. Like, saying something about something, which is, it was good, not just pretty pictures. Damage and Melbourne zine, 1993. We got there Thursday, September. I wasn't sure. I mean, weekly. I think it was weekly. Weekly sounds too regular. There's Melbourne trains, you know what I mean? So that was just coming through. You got Tilter and the boys all through there, and everybody else goes into there. Some old Rise Dwayne come through. He came through that time. MRI mixed stars, you know what I mean? So all those sort of stuff, you know what I mean? To Damage. There's a couple of those come out. There's a few of those. Tilter Top the Bombs, running through WCA Kings, of course. They're still doing stuff. I'm sure what that is. Oh, I think I dropped that in some of the other bits and pieces before. Towards the tray. What's that? What have we got here? Oh, Callus, one of the boys in the crew, and that is particularly new, obviously. Colouring books came in a little bit later in life. Graffiti strip, so there's been a few of these lately, you know what I mean? So different graffiti artists, great concept. Don't know a great deal about it, to be honest. Callus, I know he's the one that dropped these things, you know what I mean? The cruise stuff and cushions and everything. He's got a heap of stuff on Instagram and all this sort of thing. But I know he went to a lot of trouble with these. He does a heap of stickers and all that sort of stuff that goes with it. He's the printer matter. He drops the KOC crew, kickoff crew, keep on crushing. So he drops all that. So he's one of the brothers on the same team. You know what I mean? So that's how we know him. So there's probably still more of those coming out. Spray cons. Now that's one of the early books we got by Staffen Jacobson. It's like something from Denmark. Lost the cover for it, but it's about 89 or something like that. Bit of Pike, bit of Puppet. Puppet, one of the main players there. Look. A little bit of Pike, the graffiti breakdown. See, the Sweden, like I said, they're all Sweden sort of thing, a bit of Pike. So I didn't see many of these. And then Pike, he was writing to us, sending a heap of photos and stuff like that. Incredible graffiti artist, you can see there. Those are the wacky B-boys and stuff like that. His trains were dope, you know. Yeah, so look at this. He did a good job, you know what I mean? Like this stuff, it's 89 or 90 and 91, can't be after that. And Graffiti Record Core was dropping some stuff too, he sent it through. Some beautiful trains and whatnot. Like I said, Puppet was there. So that was like Zurich, and of course, main offenders to look up to. So it's all unfortunate. Look at that beautiful, door to door run through there. What a magic shot, New York, you know. Beautiful, like the system we've got seen, we've got some street art thing there. So that was a great book, you know what I mean? Like, it blew our minds, you know, some King Mode 2 through there from France, you know, 1566 crew, Cornbread, you know, I mentioned. We couldn't read it. It was in that language, yeah. But there you go, Kaleidoscope, and that's all about there, graffiti. So that was early days, we got that one, which was nice. So thanks for sending us that, guys, beautiful. Black Chemistry, Volume 1. That is crew, so there we go. So that represents KOC crew. Just like a printed matter book of boys in the crew and the trains, strictly trains. Oh, there we go, there's one of my whole cars. Word on the street, character, apparently. Someone did something to do with that, and his name was Exit. Don't remember. But, yeah, one of the ones in the crew that has something to do with that. KOC crew. That's us, keep on crushing. It's a nice little publication there. Black Chemistry. I got no more else to say about that. But that was good. That was probably to the late 2000 volume 1. And the Route 66 videos. And you see stuff on there on our page. What we got here? Women graffiti. So, okay. Or graffiti, colouring book, another one of these things. I know these some came out a couple of years ago. What we got? Colouring book, graffiti, coming in, just drawings, goes in there, and you can colour it. So there we go. Don't know anything about that, which is quite obvious, but we flicked through it pretty quick. I started getting on in my years, and anyway, so I can't say anymore about that. Jacob Kingwell. Character most popular exists. I don't know. Now I'm reading it, but I should move on. Okay, so what we got here? Shake World magazine. I think it's Australian magazine. Hang on. No, issue 4. You know what? I don't even know. I'd like to say something to know something about it, but I have no idea. But a beautiful magazine, very thick, a binder. This is top dollars now we're talking about. Heavy printed matte, very top weight, very full colour, Cobra spray paint, rock on. It's got the big ads, it's glossy, it's all big images. Look at that, beautiful publication, beautiful, very heavyweight. This ain't a cheap magazine you get printed. Oh, but it is more new nowadays, you know what I mean? Like Shakewear magazine issue 4, tidy. Nice one, nice big clear pictures, paint trains, rock on. Love it. Alright, now these mob. Action painting, bringing art to the trains. Now, a big fan of these guys. What a style file. These guys got a printing matter out of Germany, you know. Yeah, their own publication company, you know what I mean? They just pump the trains with this stuff. I mean, they got books and whole cars and stuff like that. And this is one of those great, if you're into your painting trains or pictures of painted trains or just graffiti or the lot. Beautiful publication. I'm going from the back to the front, obviously flicking through here. But big fan. Nothing but quality for me. I love looking at stuff like that and being part of partaking and stuff like that. Never. Action painting, bringing art to the train. So it'll be something like that, and it's probably said like that in some language, nothing like that. Germany, here we go. The boys did a good job. Well, the boys and girls going to be political route. Public cap. So there we go. That's the net publishing program. Something to a style file. Guys, there's something to do with it. And I'm just saying random thoughts and matters, but word on the street, I pick up bits and pieces here and there. So there you go. And they used to do style file, whatnot, apparently. So I'm sure I'll find out if I'm wrong. Graffiti Planet. No ways at a hardcover books, you know what I mean? Nice quality. It wasn't cheap. That personal information about some fine of them pay. Graffiti, you know what I mean? So here we go. Some nice artwork. Different type of cut. Got Ewok. We got all the heavy hitters in there. Sweat, obviously. You know. Got a few of the heads through the casino. Hey, buddy, just opened up the Butterbees. Good to see him back around. Butterbees in Brazil, nice little wacky hole car. They were always gizmos. Got all the guys, the twins from Brazil. They've been doing some incredible street art stuff. Those guys are silly with that sort of behaviour, some nice freights and stuff. Graffiti Planet Part 2, so nice hardcover. Yeah, nice quality book, got a bit of hoo-ha through there, a bit of documentation, got a bit of love. And everyone's in New York right now. I can go through the trouble of looking him up. And was it Mitch? I'm not sure. I have got looking memories, not the best, but I have mentioned earlier, got the planets from there you go. So, did I want that? What we got here? And that's some CD. Forget that. You won't forget that. Okay, don't forget that. But you know what I'm saying. Another lot. I'll do one couple more. But this one here, Graffiti Now. You know, I mean, this was a nice publication. Very thick, full printed matter, binding, expensive, not cheap. Full colour, very full colour. Graffiti Now. Incredible publication. All full colour. Just when that sort of whole street art scene started clicking through, you know what I mean? You started getting, you know, it's like I had from Spain. You got all the different writers, Germany, Tazo, TSSO. We got a few outlines and stuff like that. Don't forget the internet is just crossing over at this stage like now. Well, it's well and truly, but printed matter for graffiti does, digital does. I love Letters Crew, you know, come on. Got to him, you know what I mean? Very talented graffiti artist, that guy there. Nothing but quality. Look at that. Off its head. Beautiful stuff. So nice fonts. Very nice printed matter. Some wacky street art stuff there. It's cool. Motorbike helmets and little toy trains and all the stuff that goes with it. So I got some outlines colored and everything. I'm going to silly with that. It's cool. Very top quality. What's that? Very nice. I love this book, you know what I mean? Like, only holding the thing, well, I love it all. It's one of those sort of things, you know what I mean? It's just like, can't get enough of it, always. But that, for me, was one of those books, Graffiti Now. Yeah, some graffiti, okay, it's got nothing to do with graffiti publications. I see these, however, I still found there's a couple more. Oh, look, I have Death from Above. Now, it might be Melbourne, could be wrong. What year? Sort of mid. Oh, now we've opened Pandora's box, have we? There's more down here. Forget the personal stuff. Nothing's personal for me anymore. What's that? Don't mind that B-boy. It's fresh. Look at that. City Slicker magazine. I think it was America. No, we've got New York here, but we got flashbacks. But they're dropping magazines reviews there. I had a thing for that fresh b-boy character. I remember Nasty English. I remember these guys. It was like a color copy magazine. Oh, there's us, High magazine. That's us, 33. I painted that mural on there on the front of the cover. I did that graffiti work in Kingston with Fantast. Yeah, so that's 33. Must be mid 2000s. Cope giving us love. Cope 2 sending us photos. Yeah, BYCs used to do a lot of work with that scene, and clubs we used to play with the hip hop and who are up there at the Fortitude Valley. Alright, we go. We might as well continue. What do you got here? Okay. Dirty Deeds, I presume. Now these guys got a shop. No, correct me. I apologise. First of all, publish design. Okay, we can see that. Signs, real design, subsidy. Okay, legal fame. That has to be a legal fame. What else we got in here? Nasty English, some camps, heaps of stuff. Careful, you hang on, open up.